Hey everyone, my name is Tolu and welcome to Youth News, the show for rising generation to discuss everything that's on our mind. Today, I'm joined by Lola
Hey.
and Travis. Now, once only possible in sci-fi movies, cloning has become a reality. Animals such as mice, sheep, pigs, and cats have successfully been cloned, and it won't be long until scientists begin to attempt to clone humans as well. I think that's kind of freaky. So here we see 10, oh my gosh,
Oh.
10 freaky babies. What do you guys think about that?
I don't
like it.
Yeah, it's giving me itches. It's itching. Cloning, I don't think it's good. I think it'll cause more people to commit more crimes in this world, in society. I feel
So
like
you think the clones will
why
be
do you say
bad?
the crimes will happen?
because I feel like more people, less mouths to feed, more crime. Does that make, more mouths to feed, more crime? Because there's like this theory about how the world is going to populate so many people that we're not gonna have enough food to feed them all.
We are
and then-
overpopulated right now as well.
So can you imagine adding like another group of people?
See, like, the only thing with cloning is that I don't think it's safe. I feel like if human cloning becomes successful, I feel like they will be putting those babies in harm's way. I don't think that the babies will be healthy. I don't think everything will go great. Humans cannot play God. So I think it will be be a little tricky. It'll be a little weird as well, but like, it'll be a little tricky.
I feel like there's a reason, like there's a natural order to how humanity
Yes.
is.
Yes.
And if we try to make new humans, we mess up the perfect balance that
Absolutely.
already
Exactly.
we have.
Can you imagine what that would do for your lives? Can you imagine like your clone committing crimes in another area and,
it's
you
on
getting
your name?
arrested?
And it's on your name.
And you're getting arrested and you didn't commit any of those crimes.
Well, I think, it depends on how old you were when you got cloned.
True.
Because if you were a
Oh, yeah,
baby
they
and you
would
got
look-
cloned, then you're going to be the same age. But
Oh,
if you were like
yeah.
40 and then you got cloned, then you got your little baby self.
You're right.
I just find it weird. Like, why are we trying to clone humans? Like, just leave. The world as we know is already overpopulated. They're saying there's not enough food or resources to feed and help everybody. And now we're sitting here trying to clone people. And I just see that going left. And I'm the type of person that feels like we'll be living in a movie for like the clones go bad and rogue and everything.
No, something's
Yeah.
going to go wrong.
You
Yeah.
think so? Well, what about the benefits of being able to not go to work and sending your clone? If you were cloned at this age right now and you didn't want to go to school and you sent your clone, do you think that's like a negative?
Yeah,
or
but that's because now the clone has to like go to school.
Oh,
So then
that's
it's like, what if you were the clone? Like, what if you got cloned? You were the you know what I mean? What if you were the
Exactly.
clone?
What if I was
and
the
they were
clone
like,
of
oh, I'm
them?
just gonna use you to make you go to school for
I'd
me.
probably have you watched what is it called, like West something? It's like a show about how they clone different types of robots and they basically turn on society.
See?
And they start to kill everybody when they start
See?
to get intellectual.
It's
like,
kind of like the Frankenstein thing.
yes.
You know what I mean? It's like, why did you make me?
And I feel like if scientists were to make human clones, they would make them just so they can do their bidding. But then once the clones start getting their own minds, a
Yeah,
mind of their
artificial
own,
intelligence, yeah.
see, that's gonna go left because now they're gonna feel like I should be the only one, or
Okay.
why am I the clone?
I see like maybe there's two scenarios in my head that I can think of right now that I can see maybe
Working.
it being okay. One is like a miscarriage and let's try again with the same DNA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly that. Or like gay marriage, want to have like a kid with
A
their
child.
same DNA.
Yes. Okay, I can see that.
I can still
Besides
see that
that,
going
it's
wrong.
like-
I'll just be so scared, like just knowing that my baby's a clone. I'll just be like, listen,
Can you imagine when they find out they're a
Hi.
clone? That's like a whole mental
and then
break.
that's a whole mental like,
break,
and then
right.
that's something you got to deal with. That's a mess you have to clean up, and it's just like let's leave the cloning alone. That's how.
So
I feel.
you would rather not use your clones for your bidding and
I'd
just kind of let
rather
them
be
live? Is what
stressed
you're telling me?
and deal with my own problems before I create another me.
I
Imagine
wouldn't even.
me.
I would want the clone to like. I'm all about the truth, but like low key part of me is like just making
Right.
them not even know they're a clone and go
Oh,
somewhere
yeah,
else.
God.
Like, go somewhere else in the world.
100% agree.
They're gonna find out. It's like people who
They
are
are gonna
adopted
find out.
and
You
they're
have to
like,
tell the
"Who's my
truth."
real dad?" And they eventually find out.
Yeah,
That's where
I mean,
honesty is probably best, but it's just part of me is like, it sucks. Like,
I mean, but yeah, they might find out. But like you said, like okay, if somebody had a miscarriage and they cloned the baby would never know. If you get what I mean.
So can clones reproduce, in your opinion? Because I don't really know.
They
Do I
probably
think can clones?
could.
I
You
mean,
think
I
so?
think
I think so,
they
they
could.
yeah.
I feel like
'Cause
they
if
can
it's
do
a
everything a
clone, it
human
should
can
be
do.
just
But
like
then
Yeah.
what would that child be made of? If that clone had a child, what would that child be made of? Of actual like
That
human
would be-
DNA or like what?
That would be
well,
a mixed
I think they're
clone
cloning
human.
the human DNA.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so
I don't
it would
know.
just yeah. I mean that makes sense.
It'd be
Mathematically.
a little weird. I know there's a show. I never watched it, but maybe you guys have seen it. It's like Monday, or what is it called?
Oh, where's Monday?
Where's Monday?
They weren't clones, but they were basically groups of sisters.
Oh, okay. I thought
That
they
they
were
had.
clones.
They were in a society where they weren't supposed to have that many kids. I think it was back in like China or Japan, where they
Mm-hmm.
usually only like one boy, one girl, and this person had like 7 of these girls. And
Wait, I think I've seen
yes,
this.
and they named them by the week.
Yes,
days of the
I
week,
have
right?
seen
Days of the
this.
week.
I have seen this.
Yes, so that's true. They were living a pretty decent life though, to be able to
But
each.
I was told somebody like, didn't they kill off each other or
Just,
something like that?
Having to hide your whole
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, and it's like.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. If you do tell a baby like, "Hey, you're a clone," but don't tell anybody, now that's a secret and another burden that they have to carry. Like, like I'm human. I'm not a
mean,
clone.
yeah.
It's just. I think it would just be too complicated. It'd be
Yeah.
too weird and everything.
Yeah, it's just a lot of bad than good when cloning, I guess, in my opinion.
So, quick question: would you guys have clones? Like, no.
I'm
matter
all
of fact,
for it.
would you have clone babies? Forget yourself. Think about somebody else. Your child. Would you clone your own child?
I probably wouldn't.
You would not.
No.
Why?
Because unfortunately, it sucks to say, but to have a clone that's me and to have a clone that's a baby, I wouldn't want, my whole intentions of having a clone is to let them do my bidding. Unfortunately, that's just me. So I don't want to clone my child and then have her do some type of bidding in any type of way, because that's still, in my mind, my child. I don't care about my actual clone, so yeah. You guys are like, she is evil.
But I think that's a great way to end. But the conversation doesn't have to end here. You can let us know what you think and share your thoughts with us on all social media platforms at WatchYNN.